Yeah.
And you keep.
I'm addicted to cash, I can't stop, man. In this fast lane life, you can't stop, man. Ain't no breaks, ain't no stopping. These hoes choosing a nigga because I'm poppin'. I want it all, I want more. Girl, let's take a trip to the show. Let a champagne bottle blow. All this 24 karat gold. I made it this far, I ain't fold. I spend a lot of time on the road and get a lot of switches from the store. Girl, you know how this marathon go. Girl, R.I.P. Nip, he showed us a lot. Gotta hustle hard, gotta own the block. If you wanna be a boss, gotta own a lot. Self-made nigga, and I did it on my own. Self-made, 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 self-made. Tell me, are you self-made? I'm self-made. We self-made. Self-made, 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 self-made. Tell me, are you self-made? I'm self-made. We self-made. Self-made, I got myself paid. Self-paid, self-made, I got myself paid. Nigga, I got myself paid. Self-made, I'm self-made. I got myself paid. Self-made, we all self-made. I got myself paid.
Welcome back to Spark That Talk. It's your boy Jones.
And your boy Jaylata.
That was that boy Luxter right there with his song Self-Made.
Lux, self-made. That's what's up.
Yeah, that was a solid banger right there.
I like it. Where he from?
I believe he's from Long Beach, bro.
Ripping down for the beach.
Now, if I'm wrong,
That's what's up.
don't shoot me. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact he's from the city, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, super
Sound dope.
banger right there, bro. I fuck with that, bro. We gonna keep pushing all y'all artists out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's our goal, just to be bringing new, fresh music to y'all, bring it to the streets, because that's what we supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? The mainstream shit is cool, but, you know, we got a lot of talent in the city, and that shit needs to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? We need to get these people's songs out there, flooding these streets, and, you know, bringing it to the people, bro.
I feel it.
So what's good, Jaylata? Spark That Talk, episode 36.
36. Who rocked 36? Oh, the bus, baby. You know who the bus
Jerome
is?
Bettis.
Ooh.
Come on, bro.
Let's go. My man
Sports
was like,
trivia early in the
my man was
game.
what, like 260, 270 running around.
He was a big boy, but he wasn't that tall, was he?
I think he was 6 foot, bro. He
I
had
mean,
to
6
surpass
foot in reality ain't that big when you're talking about big boy business out there on the field, because some of them linemen is what? Damn near 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah.
Something
like
bigger?
D-tackles, D tackles would be like 6'3", 6'4". But I mean, my man's just like a bowling ball. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, he would run. He just run through niggas, bro. He was nice.
And he was fast. He was fast.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the Steelers did get some good trades. Shout out
Yes.
to that.
Speaking of all that,
Even though that ain't my team, you know what I'm saying? You got to give it to where it's due.
yep.
You got a coronavirus update?
Nah, this is actually from our group me.
What's going on with that? Well, we can talk about that later, but
Somebody, well, just
the
just
league
what
got
they said.
extended, huh?
Yeah, the league got extended until
The time off.
May or something like that.
No.
But one of the parents said I have received orders and money for Popcornopolis, and people have been asking for their orders. Is there a possibility for me to return their money?
Well, what they said, they're going to extend it right now. So when we adjourn back,
Yeah,
to
but
the league?
in my mind, I'm like, if you're going, is there a possibility to return their money? We didn't send the money at all. We didn't
correct.
return the money, so you have the money.
Correct. So
So
it's
you
up
can
to
return-
you to decide if you want to continue this journey or not. I don't know, bro, but they did say that they're going to, once the shit comes back, then we'll be back on that anyway.
And we ain't going to be missing any games. We're going to just, from
Right.
the jump. I'm pretty sure we're going to have like probably 4 games in a week.
It's going to be hectic.
But
We thought
it is
we,
what it
you
is.
know, the only thing that is wild about this coronavirus shit, bro, is that it really is altering everyday life right now. You know what I'm saying? Because now they done made this shit into like what they said, pandemic. So now
Panorama.
they shutting down schools, they shutting down restaurants, bars, all this shit, gyms. So I know you gym niggas are frustrated, but it's gonna be all right. Y'all can do some push-ups at home, some jumping jacks, get y'all sweat on in the crib for now.
Or just, you could lift these nuts in your mouth.
So what do you think, bro? Do you feel like you know they saying the restaurants and shit should only be doing deliveries right now. Do you feel safe still, like getting takeout, like getting Uber Eats? Because I got a story about Uber Eats. I'm gonna drop to you in a second.
I don't know about Uber Eats, but I do feel safe ordering food from like a non fast food restaurant. And
Or like a restaurant.
and then going there myself to pick it up and
Right.
bring it
I mean,
home.
that makes more sense going there and picking it up yourself. But the Uber Eats shit I want to talk about real quick. So I just ordered a basic Subway. I was at work.
You Uber eat it?
I Uber eat it. So the Subway came.
This guy like don't even care about the corona.
Look,
bro.
no, this was a week ago. This before the lockdown.
About a week ago.
Okay. Pulled up, bro. For one, I'm looking at the map thing all the way off track. So I'm like, what's going on? Because you could track them.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they talking about they be here in like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, cool, perfect. My man, like 20 minutes went by. This person way off route. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out on the app how to contact Uber. Like, look, something going wrong with my order, fam. But there's no way to contact. So I was just waiting. Finally pulled up. But this how they pulled up. They busted Yui, had the passenger window down, and it just like kind of dangled my shit out the window. And I grabbed it and they just bonked out. Damn. I was like, well, you know what? I think I'm done ordering from Uber Eats for this time being, bro.
Get 0 stars, nigga.
Oh, yeah. I gave a bad review and no tips. So that's the type of, you want to do that type of service, you won't get shit from me. But that, I don't know. But nice. If you out there still hustling doing Uber Eats, do your thing. But for me personally, I don't think I'm going to be ordering. I'd rather do like you said, just pull up, pick it up yourself, bro.
Speaking of last week, I think it was right after Spark That Talk. Wifey ordered what's it called, In-N-Out, and it never showed up.
Through Uber Eats?
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, my mom's and them, they've ordered shit through a service called Instacart. Shit, they see the person literally steal their groceries. They go way north from where they supposed to be coming and never show up. Nigga, groceries gone. I'm talking about they spend $150 on line groceries and the shit never make it to the crib.
I am not.
And especially right now with groceries and shit, I wouldn't be ordering. Niggas is going for show steal those, my nigga.
I actually went. So speaking of that virus, I was actually cruising today after work. I'm trying to get into, what's it called? Into these shopping centers, right?
Okay.
I'm not trying to buy what everybody buying, like toilet paper, paper towels, bread, all that. I'm just trying to buy
basic necessities
that I already have that stuff. But they already stopping. Like I'm driving through and I'm pulling up. Like I'll make sure I go through the entrance so I can see.
Yeah.
They had people lined up and they bringing people in one at a time, 2 at a time. Like, yo, bruh.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely an inconvenience because I'm not
standing in line. I'm
even hearing old folks are getting like bum rushed.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like they might have a packet of TP in their hand. Here comes some chick, just slap it out their hand and take off. Like to me, if we get to the point where you harming old folks over toilet paper, nigga, how about you go get your ass some toothpaste, some mouthwash, some soap for your body, other type of shit you will need down the line. You gonna be at home with a mad toilet paper, but ain't got shit else to show for it.
If you pushing old people out of the way, there is a special place for my balls to be set in your mouth.
Right on top.
For you old people who out there, stay your ass at home.
For real. I told my grandma already.
You trying to live to see the next
much.
birthday? Stay your ass at home.
Yeah, I told her to try to chill out because the old folks, the ones I'm hearing, is like catching it the worst. Like it's hard to bounce back. But I don't know. We're not getting too much information on like age groups and shit like that. I just feel like they always say we got another case. They're not really saying the details of what the hell is going on.
I know most who are dying over 65 or 70% are of the age of 70 and over. Now but there are people all over the world catching it, but they're getting treated and they fine.
Right. I mean, we just found out that Kevin Durant caught it. How old is he? In his 30s.
Well, you know what I mean? Say snakes will eventually get the corona.
Nah, we don't want nothing bad to happen to that nigga, man. Get well soon, you feel me? But that nigga.
So you know why that affects the Lakers, right?
Why?
The last team they played. So 4 members of the Nets.
Oh, they played them the last game?
And they was the last game. Wait. But where did they play them? At Staples Center.
Oh. So it's in the
All
city.
I'm saying, it's in the city now, boy.
See, they didn't put that report out.
Hey, they did.
They did?
Right when I walked in, I read that thing.
So like, what is Genie talking about?
So the guys have to go through a 14-day quarantine now. Now
the whole team.
Now they got to get tested and see what's going on because.
Damn, that's not good for the city, bro.
Because now they saying, well, these 4 guys have caught it from the Brooklyn Nets. It's not necessarily they caught it from each other, but they could have caught it from
somebody at the center.
Bro. And
right. Well, that's kind of shaky, bro. I think that's the biggest fear people got is because, and they not really telling us how you can get it. Yeah, we washing our hands. Yeah, we doing sanitizer, but now you're talking about people having it and ain't showing no symptoms. So it's kind of like, so we're dealing with an anomaly right now where you could just think you perfectly straight and you walking around giving it to niggas.
Yeah, true.
So that's a little sketchy.
Like I don't want to say there's stages to like the coronavirus, but there's just certain symptoms that you could get regardless.
But they're you could have a cold,
yeah.
But now you thinking you got the corona. So you spooked. You like, damn, my throat a little itchy. I got a little cough. I got a sneeze. You kind of like, damn, should I go get checked? But my fear is low key. I go to the hospital to get checked and I ain't got it, but let a motherfucker touch me in there and just give it to me, and my ass was good to begin with.
This thing's scaring people so much that you go and stub your toe, you stub your big toe, and you be like, damn, I got corona.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's crazy as fuck.
You wake up in the middle of the night. Where you going?
Talking to the people.
All right. Yeah, so what's up, everybody? Look like Jones got to go make his weekly Suck of Nuts debut or something like that. But like he was talking about with the coronavirus, this thing ain't no joke, man. It is scary. But at the same time, if we do what we're supposed to do, like what they was talking about, wash your hands for 20 seconds. After you wipe your ass, make sure you wash your hands even more than 20 seconds. Don't touch your face. Don't touch other people. I feel like if you continue to do that, which we should already have been doing, we should be solid. And regardless if you got it or not, it's like treat it as a regular cold. Stay your ass at home. Take your meds. Get some rest. Liquefy yourself with non-alcohol beverages and non-sugary beverages, and you should be solid.
On a real.
This thing will pass. But if everybody starts freaking out and starts running around trying to find the last roll of toilet paper, should already been stocked with some toilet paper. You know what I mean? I know they shut down Frisco for 3 weeks.
Yeah, do you think that's going to happen over here in the city? I'm sorry, y'all had to go get the charger.
Toilet paper. Oh, charger? All right.
Well, I got plenty of that now. Thank God. But
maybe, bro. To be honest, because check this out. If they shut us down, bro, we ain't got to go to work.
We ain't got to do none of that. You know what the craziest thing about work right now, I think a lot of people are kind of frustrated about, is like they're separating employees, but yet it kind of feels like they still just want the job done. You know what I mean? You want the job done even though there are there's things in the work field that you can still be in contact with people. And the type of work we do, you got to kind of be in contact with people. Yep. So it kind of makes it a lot difficult. So I think if they do a citywide shutdown, then I low-key think they should do it now. Just get this shit over with. Because I think if you keep playing with this shit and then it start getting worse and worse, it's kind of like, I understand y'all shut down venues, no gathering over 50, now it's no more than 10. But I feel like just do the citywide shutdown, 14 days, and then get back to business. Because I think if we keep playing and then they see, oh, it's getting worse, now we're going to do it now. So now time is just trickling by, and we could have low-key tackled this earlier. Just how everybody feels like the U.S. didn't respond fast enough. They could have responded a week before the fact that they turned into a pandemic. You know what I mean?
Who can shut it down? Would it just be...
I think the governor. Because the governor...
shut down your city?
Right. The governor of California. I believe. Or
they shut down San Francisco.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Down?
I don't know. Maybe we should look into that. I don't want to misspeak, but you know what I'm saying? My nigga who shut us down, Newsom, right? Newsom, the one that put out the order to shut down all the bars and shit.
Who Newsom?
The governor of Los Angeles.
I did not know that.
So, I mean, he put out a PSA the other day about all this shit that's shutting down.
Yeah. I remember hearing that on ESPN 710.
But you know what's crazy? I just kind of feel like America needs to get their act right. The only thing I did hear coming from the U.S. from the up top, from up top, you know what I'm saying? They talking about dropping a stack in everybody's mailbox. So I'm gonna be waiting on that.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But
you know why? Because now it's gonna be a political shit. It's gonna be some political fuckery at a time like this. And I'm like, why can't y'all? The funny thing about this is, why can't you bail out the people instead of bailing out these major fucking corporations this time? Because last time we had a recession, they bailed out the banks and shit. This time you need to bail out the American people, because this ain't our fault. You feel me? This is like some fuckery that's going on. It got the world spooked. Everybody fucking panicking. Everybody overbuying shit. And I think that's why, another reason why I said just shut the shit down now, because if people keep overbuying, and what if, quote unquote, they do find a cure? Now all these people in low income situations and fucking struggling, they don't spend all their last money on stocking up on shit they necessarily didn't even need.
You know what? We are taught to keep a 72-hour kit at home, and that doesn't necessarily mean just like first aid and all that, but the necessary supplies to feed us, to quench our thirst, all that for 72 hours. And I think because of this pandemic, I feel like we should all be fine.
Yeah, this boy is a segue king, because this is going to jump into what I wanted to talk about today, low key, about how Americans are just so comfortable with shit.
Yes.
Because how you just said, like, Americans are way too comfortable because they never really dealt with no shit like this. That's why everybody's in a panic. You know what I'm saying? Third world countries, they get bombs dropped on them every day. Some shit like this hit their city. They like, what the fuck? That ain't shit. I'm worried about a bomb dropping on my head, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's other countries really out here in some real life problems, and we over here running around nuts about this. You feel me? So that's why I say I want to talk about that. Are Americans too comfortable with the day-to-day life, taking shit for granted? Because what you just said, if a 72-hour supply of shit, who in reality has that?
People who listen. So I don't even know.
Right, we're not going to do a count on that, my nigga. Yeah. But I know for a fact it's a lot of. Especially
I know I didn't have that.
Neither did us, fool. So you think about, like I just told you, I have more food and shit in the house right now than I ever do, and it's low key ridiculous because now I'm reaching for shit to snack on, all this shit. But it's kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like we have been conditioned, and especially in LA County, we live a fast paced life, bro. Like, we working, we doing after work activities with the kids, we doing this, we doing that, and the third. So you're not really stacking up on shit at the house because you're usually on the go. Yeah, you know what I mean. So now, the only thing I think in this whole scenario right now that's good for people, to make niggas really sit down, think about some shit, so when the shit passes, you're on a whole nother page. You know what I mean? Because it's an eye opener, especially for me, to understand. You need to be prepared for any fucking thing.
Imagine if this thing passes tomorrow, bro. I think grocery stores would be shut down, like as in they're getting no business because people are already stocked their fridge.
Way too much shit,
and I think
it's gonna be a crazy ripple effect.
But it'd be cool because then now it's like teaching those to eat at home rather
this is
than
definitely
like
a lesson.
Going out and people were saying random things like, This could be a blessing because like people who have never been at home, you can spend time with your family and actually learn how to conversate. And I saw a meme one day and said, "Damn, if they don't bring sports, like if they don't bring sports back, it's like I don't even know what to do. I just found out that my wife's favorite color is yellow. Who the hell likes yellow? Like, you know." And I was like, man,
but it's so true, bro. No sports. I mean, sports run the world, bro. Now that shit done shut down, niggas is watching dart matches.
You know there was, man, it's weird because some, like UFC, the last UFC that was on was in Brazil, had no fans. These niggas was fighting. Now, if I'm fighting 1-on-1, I understand that. Like, I don't need the crowd to hype me up. Like, the only thing that's gonna hype me up is the nigga giving me a 2-piece. Like, I'm gonna fight back. You feel me?
Right.
Now I understand. Like other sports, like wrestling, still came out and they had no fans. Somebody at work was like, I was watching wrestling the other day, so then I looked it up.
But is this proof that we as people are just so fucking lost in reality? Because now that all of these things have been this is what I'm talking about by being comfortable. We have so much access to so many different things that's what I mean by now you can slow down and really realize what you haven't been given a fuck about. You've been so focused on all the superficial shit that can be taken away from you within a second, and now look, you got to stay in the house. Now you got to really twiddle your thumbs and figure out what the hell are you really doing here.
you know a real pandemic would be if the internet shut down for
sure.
Long.
I mean, if the internet shuts down, if the power grids decide to turn off, like all this shit that we're buying at these stores would just go bad anyway, right? You know what I'm saying?
True.
Unless you got a generator, shit like that. But then what if you can't go to the gas stations to refill that generator? Like there's so many different things that could go south, and it's like, are people here in America really prepared to live that life? You know what I'm saying? You talking about a shutdown. I feel like if things go so bad, the streets are going to be crazy, dude. People are going to go berserk because nobody's going to know how to act. Ain't nobody going to know how to not eat for 2-3 days, let alone weeks.
Yeah, I feel like if you live in the Midwest, you'll have an advantage above everybody else.
Or like the fields and shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because they kind of live that kind of way. Farmers, you know what I mean? Like people who grow their own stuff.
So it'll depend on where you living.
True. Because, like, if you think about farmers and all that, everything is fresh that they eat. It's not refrigerated or whatnot.
They go out every morning, collect what they going to eat, and that's just how they move.
And whatever is feeding the animals.
And they probably looking at all of us laughing their ass off right now. Like, I hope this shit go bad, baby boy.
Like they keep making fun of us in our manure boots and screwing each other's sisters and brothers, but look at them. They're dying before
crazy.
We are.
They said, I saw a joke online that said some shit about, do the Amish people even know what's going on right now? Because, you know, they don't watch TV and shit like that. They not connected with, they only connected what's going on in their own little communities.
True, but I tell you this, if the Amish did catch corona, they're going to treat it just like how it was a regular sickness. And it's going to pass. Right? I mean, I don't know, like their little remedies or whatever they got.
Do you feel like media has overdid this?
Yeah.
Like dramatized it so much?
In a sense, yes. Because we live off of media. Regardless of what anybody says, we all live off of media. And once media goes and then the word gets out, we start, bam, all of a sudden you want to hop up and then want to get busy and start doing what everybody else is doing. Like, who was the nigga who went and grabbed toilet paper to start this whole thing? Like, we need toilet paper.
That's what I want to know. When the fuck did that become news?
I think where did you see it, though? Where did you see it? On the net, right? You saw it on social media, so that everybody was like, I'm pretty sure that's what everybody did. So then when
social media is happy because now you don't have to be face to face. You can literally be in your phone.
Yeah, and then when somebody caught it on a sporting event, like a professional athlete, all of a sudden it's like we got to shut this whole thing down.
Ain't that crazy? It took the big money corporations to be like, ooh, this is kind of spooky. Ooh. They had to shut this shit down so fast. As soon as they found an old boy had caught it from Utah, they was like, ooh, hell no.
No, my niggas doing this, tapping all the mics and, dumbass.
Bro, that was the weirdest shit I ever witnessed.
And you know what? What's crazy is social media has blown this out of proportion in my mind. Blown it so out of proportion that the dude from Utah, Rudy Gobert, it's gonna live with him for the rest of his life. Because when we look back on this 5-10 years from now, we're gonna be like, damn, Rudy Gobert's that first nigga who caught the coronavirus by doing certain things. Because now they got cameras everywhere to see how and speculate how he actually caught it.
Oh, they're trying to figure it out through the cameras.
And they got him because he was like touching all the mics after his like press conference. So
did he do that before he caught it?
I don't know if
or after.
I don't know if he caught. Because
Because that's what my question.
No, he
was.
did it. He got the symptom after. Like he was doing this.
So
probably
he did all that shit. Because at first, like I said, but
a couple days
from the
before,
top, they was acting like this is really nothing.
Yeah.
So he was probably making a joke like everybody else.
But he
was
probably
at the
already
time.
had it. He probably already had
right
it
without even knowing
before he even did this.
But this, I don't know, man.
No. You can't really tell.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're not showing any symptoms and you just chilling with somebody and y'all cracking jokes about it, nigga, and you got it right now, and it's
who knows? I probably got it right now. I'm just not showing it as crazy as somebody else. Think about it. I'm not probably showing it as crazy as that Rudy Gobert dude was, or Idris Adiba, or whatever his name is. Like they were here coughing.
So then another thing to me is like all the people who've been catching the flu and shit this season, was it really the coronavirus? You know what I mean? Was it really you know what I'm saying? Because this season of the flu was nuts. The weather been crazy. Everybody got sick. I even had got sick this year. You was sick, nigga. Everybody done been sick over this flu season.
The way I got sick, I felt like that could have been corona.
Bro, who you telling? I had wild symptoms, bro. Like
the bottom of my feet was itchy.
My eyes was wilding. Everything, bro. Like I would wake up and stuff was in my eyes, bro.
Oh, I was.
My wife would tell you, bro. Like I went through a period like about a week and a half of just being sick, bro. And to be honest, that's why I'm saying, because even when I went to the doctor, they don't really run too many tests for the flu. They just be like, "Oh, you got the flu."
Yeah.
And here's some antibiotics or whatever. And it's like, nigga, you didn't even swab me or nothing to make sure it's the flu.
Yeah.
And that's why I think low key maybe this shit been around. And for some reason, they just now saying what it really is.
Yeah, and like you had like your blood tests probably came back, and they'd be like, "Oh, those are flu-like symptoms." Until Corona got big, that's when you're like, "Oh, those flu-like symptoms you had was actually coronavirus."
You had the Corona and you beat it, baby.
But they don't even see that,
and that we'll never know, right?
I actually know somebody who, this dude went to China. He went to China with his wife for a trip. Came back and was hella sick, and just treated it like just treated it like a normal sickness. He got rest. He started drinking, all that, whatever, right? Started, fueling up. And then at the end of January, he started getting the symptoms again. So he was like, yo, but this one, Corona, was like, yo, Corona, the Rona's around. So he went to the doctors, and the doctors told him, you know what? When you first came from China, you may have got the coronavirus. You may have, and then beat it. Now you just have just the flu, to be honest.
See, so, I don't know.
So we could have had it. Like people could have had it and then just beat it, and because it's basically if you get your rest and you do all this and that, you be solid.
That's what I'm saying. Because these people especially these celebrities who's talking about they got it, they ain't looking too sick to me, bro.
Nah, they not.
They
but
like
I understand.
Popping up on Instagram and shit, looking like this is a regular day. So I'm kind of like,
that's why I
don't know what to think is true, my nigga. Like
I believe it.
Propaganda move?
I believe it, but like I said, the coronavirus is not like it's gonna be like a flu-like symptom just like that. I feel like there's different stages that you could get it. Like yours could be not as mild as his,
but I guess that's what we're waiting to hear from the upper people. Like, we need more facts about this. Like, I'm at work, bro, sanitizing all day. Like, I told the homie, I said, nigga, my fingers feel crazy. Like, I put so much hand sanitizer on my hands and so many wipies wiping shit down all day. And I'm like, damn. When I really think back at it, it's like I never really did all of this shit like this before. So it's like, no telling what the fuck been crawling around.
To be honest, I've been acting normal, like, with hand sanitizer. Like, when you get into a clean room, you got to hand sanitize regardless, you know what I mean? Because
that's what you're in at work.
Yeah.
See, like I'm different, bro. I'm out here in some dirty shit. Niggas coming from all around the world and shit. Yeah. And it's like,
I feel like it just depends on what
your
environment is.
Correct.
On how you're going to act to it. Because if you're in a dirty environment, of course you're going to try to be as clean as possible.
It's like you trying to clean the dirt up now. I told niggas, man, we so used to like getting dirty, nigga, and it's like now I don't even feel comfortable with it. It's like,
it's funny at work, bro. It's funny at work. Everybody chunking deuces, elbow taps.
Yep.
Even that.
Ankle claps. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
Ankle shakes.
Because if I see your socks is hella dirty, I mean, like,
Well, we got on long pants. You can't tell, but niggas is clicking boots and shit, bro.
If
Like,
I see you got a doodle stain on your pant leg, I'm like, you got the corona, man.
yeah,
You got the corona.
Yeah, this corona shit is bizarre, bro. But
It is
to
nuts.
all of y'all out there, stay safe, America. We don't want none of y'all to get sick.
Yeah.
But all we can do is just follow the guidelines, I guess, my nigga, and don't be fucking a weirdo running up on a nigga, coughing on them, giving handshakes and shit. Just don't do it, bro. Like, just don't do it, nigga, unless you want to get slapped, bro. Because, like, just respect the laws right now. I think, nigga, they passed some real laws, like, don't approach a nigga. Bro, you'll get locked up getting too close from me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That shit funny, bro. And on top of that, don't really try to get in big gatherings, like, for no reason.
Don't be planning functions.
Yeah,
nigga,
like, if you want to be with, I want to be with the homies at this time, like, we all off, like, nah.
Nigga, no.
Stay at home. Stay your ass at home. Put yourself inside your
nigga,
room.
We wasn't even doing all this shit before the corona.
For real. Calm your ass down. Learn a new hobby in the house. Learn how to play guitar, the drums.
Nigga, learn how to wash the dishes, nigga.
Wash the dishes. Learn how to play with yourself.
Man,
the correct way, so you ain't chafing.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. Do you really feel like Americans are like just too comfortable? Like, what's some other
like comfortable, like too comfortable as
like
in,
take the simple shit for granted, bro. Like,
oh, I don't even think it's just Americans. I think it's everybody. I think, and to be honest, it depends. I wouldn't say Americans, man. I would say, because there's different levels of being an American. You know, you have your blue collar and then you have your wealth. And I think those who are below blue collar, who know what it's like to struggle,
this is light work.
This is light work, right? Like, it's not like they've been trying to find ways to survive. Like, now now us blue collar people and above is like, we need toilet paper. Like, nah, nigga, you don't. Like, not like that, like that.
And I think, I'm glad you brought that up. There's two different classes in America, and we all know this. You got the working class and you got the bourgeoisies. You know what I'm saying? You ever read that George Orwell book back in high school?
Nah, but I understand. Animal Farm.
Animal Farm. That was the one when it really was a book about the animals, but they talked about the lower class and the higher class. That was what the whole book was about. You had the bourgeoisies and the fucking just regular niggas. You know what I mean? There's a name for them.
Bourgeoisies are the niggas who sip on wine?
Correct. Those are the higher up. So certain animals qualified as this group, certain animals was in this group. So I'm pretty sure half of y'all done read that book in high school, bro. But off of that,
I read Harry Potter.
I'm glad. Yeah, The Sorcerer's Stone. What a book. And this is the time to catch up on all the movies, nigga. If you at home, they're not that bad.
Real.
Now, that you're right, bro. Because I was at the 99 and I saw some chicks in there hop out of the brand new range. They had the Louis bags and all that, and was sliding through the 99. So my thing was, I know y'all don't really shop here like that, bro. But since y'all stores are sold out, let me come down the hill and see what's going on. Because I was over at the one by the Big Lots, nigga. The Big Lots and the 99, how they next to each other. On PCH. Is that Sepulveda or PCH?
Wait. Because there's a Big Lots. There's always a Big Lots next to a 99, to be honest.
I started to realize that, not the one on Sepulveda, but I know what you're talking about. The one on PCH.
Big Lots.
It's across from like.
Oh no, I feel you. There's a Walgreens right there in the corner or something like that.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm over there, fam, and that's what I mean by they come down the hill. You know what I'm saying?
Because they come from PV.
Correct. They come down the hill to the hood to see what's going on because it's light where they are right now. So they kind of spooked, and I thought it was just kind of funny because I'm like, the people down below ain't going up there fucking with y'all stores ever. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all sit comfortable in those areas. That's why it's built the way it's built, nigga. Because y'all not gonna make it up here, but y'all can always come back down, and that's the difference. Y'all can come down and disrupt the shit going on around here, but we can't disrupt y'all shit. It's a funny thing to me, bro. Yeah. And these are gonna be the times that's gonna show you, bro. Show and prove. Just because you got money don't mean, nigga, you can survive, nigga. Do you got the mental toughness to fucking get through some hard times? Like, it's really people that don't know what a hard time is, nigga.
True.
At birth, was just laced. You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? And I'm thinking about right now, and that now that you brought that up, is crime rate down right now?
I think so. It might
because
be
everybody's inside. Now I'm not. Watch me say this and then we promoting it. Like people gonna be like, "Damn, they right.
They right. Let's get
it's
out here and get
start.
active.
Let's go rob some niggas up on the hill."
But this what I'm telling you. I think the crime might jump if
it gets too crazy. If it shuts down, then you shut down the city.
Shut down. I do believe the crime rate will rise because now niggas ain't got money coming in, especially if the jobs ain't still paying. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a good and a bad to all of this shit. It can be good for a cool minute, but if it's prolonged, longer than like 2 weeks,
done with.
Trust me, bro. Lock your doors, nigga. Like lock your doors and get ready because there's gonna be people on these streets. Cause even the homeless people low key depend on everyday people out and about moving around, giving them change, giving them food, all kind of shit. Like it affects even to the homeless.
Yeah.
Like, you got to realize the ripple effect this whole shit can have on this world, bro. And you talking about a third world country, nigga. We're going to be living in, what's that show, The Walking Dead? Trust me.
We all going to be zombies.
Bro, we might not be zombies, but niggas going to be out here zapping niggas.
For real.
So trust and believe, fam. That's why they saying gun sales are up at a record high.
I'm glad it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad it is.
So you better